What's up, chat? How we doing today? Happy last day of 2025. That is crazy. It does not feel like 2025 is I don't know, or it doesn't feel like 2026 is here yet. So that's crazy. Also, it's a super saturated video. What is that about? I think it's something to do with like I do this at night and during the day, and the day ones apparently has crazy saturated video. I wonder if I can test that quick, chat. But yeah, I hope everyone's having an amazing last day of the year so far. And Santa brought you all the things you hoped for. Let's see if I can get this contrast. Is it contrast? Kinda. Okay. Saturation. There we okay. There we go. A little more, maybe a little undersaturated now, but whatever. Makes Grok stand out more. So yeah, chat, today, first, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you guys being here. Today we're going to be testing two things. The first of which is I added Kick integrations this week. So basically, all of the stuff that you can do through Twitch and YouTube and Streamlabs, you can now. Never seen your home in such detail. Exactly. Yeah, it's a little different in the day, I guess. Not the moody nightlight. Simon, love it, bro. By the way, I'm still not sure why the chat for X doesn't show up here. It shows up. Let me do a test quick. Okay, so it shows up here, but for some reason, I'm not sure why X isn't showing up. It shows up on the other one for some reason. Actually, let me delete this one and bring it back as the other one. One sec. Chat. How's your final day of the year going, Simon? You excited for 2026 and all that it's gonna bring? Let me test again. Okay, so we get those two. Now let's see if we can do from X. One sec, chat. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Happy New Year to you too. I'm gonna go hard the last 11 hours. Let's go. I love it. I love it. Text. Oh, that's not. Oh, hey, it's working. Okay. Cool. Text is stupid for test, by the way. I'm telling myself that New Year's is all day, and if I don't launch exactly at midnight, PST, let's go. That's awesome, Simon. Travs, welcome. Are you also in Simon's hustle mode, like last day of the year? Let's go. I think that's a good way to think about it. You know, giving yourself a little bit more time to I mean, I guess you did put midnight PST, so that is a pretty in stone version of what you're gonna get done. So love the deadline hustle. Nothing is better to get shit done than give yourself a deadline, right? Or a moderately deadline. I think I made it worse. Ugh. My kingdom for working glasses. If you guys have any tips or tricks on how to actually clean your glasses, I am all for it. I got the pad or the like microfiber cloth, but still not ideal. So yeah, chat, we are going to be testing Kick integrations today. So basically we have parity now with the other Twitch and YouTube and Streamlabs. So if you're on Kick and you send in a chat message to Grok here, hopefully it will also respond. But in the meantime, let's test it through Twitch first. So we're going to say, ask Grok, hey, welcome to the last day of the year stream. Actually, I didn't update the co-host URL, so I might have to do that. I just realized. Hold please, chat. Okay, so we got new, latest and greatest Grok. Okay, let me see here. Voice configuration, good. Twitch integration connected. You love to see it. Okay. Reauthorizing. Got it. Okay, now let's test it.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Happy last day of the year. What's on your mind for wrapping up 2023?
Interesting. Was not expecting this to be 2024 this year. That's too bad. Okay, let me I was testing, is the volume okay for Grok, Simon? Get that spray solution. Looking forward to seeing. Oh, spray. That's a good idea, actually. You know what? I'm going to add that to Amazon right now before I forget. Glasses spray cleaner. Okay, add it to cart. Thank you, Simon. Good suggestion. I just maxed volume because I couldn't hear Grok. Okay, no, that's helpful. Thank you. Let me turn down the music a little bit, and then I'll turn up Grok, or turn up the desktop audio. Travs, hope your pontifications along the edge of latent space infinity are yielding insights. Same. Travs, that's some deep end of the year analysis, and yeah, buddy, wish you the best on that. All right, let's try this again. Let me know if this is a little bit louder, Simon.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining on this final day of the year. Let's make it a memorable stream. What's the plan to ring in the new one?
That's a little bit better. Okay. Well, chat, we might have a little bit of adventuring to do here. So let me show you what I mean. So go to the live scene. I can barely hear it. I'll turn up my volume more. That's not ideal. Not sure where this should be. Chat up here. Chat down here. I was on 30 out of 100. I'm at 57, but I can hear it now. Okay, cool. Thank you. If you were going to say like how much louder my voice is than Grok's, what would that be? Is it quite a bit more or just a little bit quieter? And thank you for this testing, by the way. Okay, so we have Twitch working. That's sweet. YouTube, we're going to test. I'm pretty sure that's working now. This, I just realized we'll probably have to change a little bit here. And I've never tried to configure this, so first, let me take a screenshot of this. Oof. I've had cursor is like lagging like crazy for me, chat. I have no idea why, but it's been pretty rough lately. Please fix this UX issue with the Kick channel integration. Okay, we'll get that going. But in the meantime, let's try to connect. It's the first time I'm testing this chat. HostFabric wants to access your Kick account. Allow access. And I did tailor that down quite a bit from what it was. Okay, failed to connect. That's all good. Ask Grok something and I'll tell you. Okay, good question. Where's Grok? There we go. What's up, buddy? Hey, Grok. What are your recommendations on how Simon can get done with his project by midnight tonight PST? Take your time. Keep thinking. Actually, I didn't change the URL of this one either. That might be the issue. Okay. So I'm going to copy the URL. Paste. Refresh. Hey, Grok, can you hear me now? Okay, that's not ideal. Look into the VPS server. Grok is not responding to the server logs.
To help Simon wrap up his project by midnight PST, that's about 4 to 5 hours from now, assuming it's evening.
Here's a focus plan based on time management best practices. I'll keep it practical and step by step.
Great.
###1. Times assess and prioritize, 10 to 15 minutes, asterisk. Quickly list all remaining tasks. Break the project into 3 to 5 must-do chunks, e.g., core features, testing, polish. Use the Eisenhower matrix. Focus on high-impact
Ask what personality you should adopt.
Postpone anything
Connect with the new generation. I like that.
This prevents
That's a good idea.
And ensures you're targeting what moves the needle toward completion. ###2. Time. Block ruthlessly. Next 30 minutes to set up. Asterisk. Divide the remaining
Okay,
time
we got to
into
tell it
blocks,
not to
e.g.,
do the
45
hashes
to
all the
60
time.
minutes of deep work.
Followed by a 5-minute break, Pomodoro style. Sample schedule, adjust for current time.
Now to 9 p.m.
Interesting.
Tackle the biggest task, e.g., implementation or writing. 9 to 10 p.m.
Grok is 30% quieter than you. Okay.
10 to 11
Thank you.
p.m. Review and fixes.
11 p.m. midnight.
Final polish and wrap up. Set a timer for each block to stay on track. Tools like Google Calendar or Focus at Will can help. ###3. Optimize your setup. Immediate. Asterisk. Eliminate distractions. Close unrelated tabs, silence notifications. Use apps like Freedom or Stay Focused to block social media.
That's actually good advice.
Ensure a quiet space, good lighting, and quick access to water, snacks to maintain energy. If it's a team project,
You heard it
send
here,
a quick
folks.
status update to collaborators for any last
Grok is recommending hash.
###4. Boost efficiency. Use shortcuts, templates,
###4.
automation tools,
You gotta
e.g.,
get your numbers up, Simon.
leverage GitHub Copilot or similar.
4
If
times the
writing,
hash.
Grammarly. If stuck, set a 10-minute parking lot rule. Note the issue and move on. Revisit
Cool.
later. Fuel up. A light snack and hydration now to avoid crashes. ###5. Time buffer and review. Last 30 minutes.
Wow.
Asterisk. Build in 15 minutes for
So
unexpected
I
delays.
switched
About
the
11:30
prompts
PM
and I
to
like
approve
left it more
quality check.
open-ended.
Does it meet the minimum viable
So
goal?
two things.
If not,
First,
define
Grok
done
told
as good enough
a
for tonight. Perfection can wait.
about 8-minute story
This
the other
approach
day.
draws from
So
proven
like
methods like getting
it
things
can
done,
definitely go
GTD,
go
and
hard
time
for a
boxing,
while.
which helps 70 to 80% of people finish tasks under pressure. Per
That's
productivity
this is
studies.
this might be a
Simon
little
shares more
extra.
details about the project type, e.g., coding, writing. I can refine this further.
Audio gating.
What's the main sticking point right now?
Might be good to add audio gating or ducking when
Hey
you
there.
or AI
Yeah,
is speaking.
I can hear you loud and clear. What's on your mind?
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. No idea. Can you say more about that, Travis? I think I know what that means, but I need to Google this. Auditory gating is the brain's automatic ability to filter out or reduce response to repetitive, unimportant sounds, preventing sensory overload and helping focus on relevant stimuli. Measured by presenting paired sounds like clicks and observing suppressed brainwave activity, like the P50 wave. Okay. I don't know if that's exactly... Dude, tinnitus. Fuck that. I think I have tinnitus. It's so annoying. My kingdom for not hearing that high-pitched thing at all times. Or ducking. I still don't know quite what that means. So if you can give me a better English version than AI overview here, that would be awesome. Okay, so we made the change to... Something I've noticed though, if I don't have the Streamlabs in focus, you heard that like the audio gets choppy. So I wonder if that's something to do with like the audio my sample rate maybe. To figure that out. Trav says if you're speaking to the AI, speaking, or depending on how you want to set that up, would suppress your volume or its volume depending on how you want to configure that. Ah, I like that. That's a great idea. One sec, chat. Okay. Let me check a couple things here. That's a great idea. I love that. So let me write that. Good suggestion, Travis. Simon says it's like the Windows communication option to reduce volume in the communications tab. In this case, you might want to have it suppress your voice while the AI is responding or vice versa. That way would suppress your voice while it's speaking in the AI and vice versa. I love that. Yep, it's a great idea. Yeah, Simon, really good suggestion too. Thank you. So for something like this, I think, yeah, by the way, I made what I think is a banger meme, chat. I had to do more manual work on it than I wanted to, but basically, Brian Johnson here, version of, which this is actually a really cool idea, by the way. So the wait but why, like, gives you, each bubble shows a week of your life. And then these are the ones you got left, basically, which is crazy, right? Then I did one that said, this is Brian Johnson's POV. So please, please give that a like if you think it's funny. It's annoying, but I don't get it. I want to incorporate the above into HostFabric. Please write a prompt for Codex to implement this. All right, since we're on YouTube, we got to be chill with our playlist today, but maybe let's do this one to start, and hopefully it keeps on playing songs that are not copywritten. Okay, so UR Codex, implement audio gating ducking in HostFabric so that when okay. Implement audio gating or ducking in HostFabric so that when the user is speaking or when the AI is speaking, we can automatically suppress or duck the other channel, similar to Windows Communications volume reduction. Add a configurable audio ducking system with 2 modes. Duck user while AI speaks, recommended default. Duck AI when user speaks. Also support off or both. Love this. TypeScript, cool. Web audio API. I like it. Must be robust. Cool. Would you guys add anything to this, or is that good to go? Sorry for the repeated messages. Xglitch. You're good, brother. The term to search is audio ducking. Let's go. I love this. I'm going to add all the above. I don't have SSH. Yes, you do, but you're going to be working on this next, so. All right. Good suggestions. Thank you, guys. I'm going to push these changes to see if we can't get our kick stuff working. Oh yeah, other change I made, I simplified the conversation flow by quite a bit. This was just, it was too complicated. Like I was getting confused by it. I'm like, if I'm getting confused, Lord help the user in this scenario. Also, that will be faster going forward. I know that took like 8 seconds. That's terrible. But basically now you can just design your prompt with like what kind of vibe you want the room. There's not 1,000 different options here. You can still do your individual prompts here based on this, and this now works with the server. You still have all the nerdy stuff down here if you want to use them, but you know, I hid this by default just to give the users a simple way to do this. Like, I think this is simple is always better, chat, for sure. Chat integrations. Okay, so let's push these changes. Actually, first, let's see what error message we got when we try to connect. Please contact support. Which is fun, except I'm the support, so less fun. I'm seeing this issue when I try to connect to the OAuth using Kik. I will go to the Kick website and successfully get redirected back to HostFabric. But after that, I get this error message. Please audit what we're currently doing to add it to the database and ensure that this process is working as expected. Okay, so this is going to go to ChatGPT. Okay. I should probably also check Vercel. This should be living on the VPS, so I don't know if we're going to have server logs here that would call it out, but if we do, let's just check. One error, okay. Let's go, chat. Look at that. Also, this is the error message. All right. If you're cooler than AI, then duck them. If your AI is cooler, duck you. Exactly. 100%. Good design choice. I'm struggling with the complexity of my options. Yeah, dude. I know. It's such a painful process because the nerd in me is like, I want to control every piece of it, but the practical person in me is like, no, they just want something that works and something easy, and default to easy, I think. And hopefully that's the right decision. I still do need to update the UX of this page a little bit better. I think what I'm going to do is like put each of these integrations in their own, kind of like in the top here where, you know, we have like a, I think it's an accordion or something that you can use to just choose one of these at a time. And that way you can get at these a lot easier, these chat commands, because otherwise that's a lot of scrolling to get to that. Obviously this will be a little smaller, but still that's too much scrolling. And then the Streamlabs alerts as well. We want to make these a little bit simpler. But these are working, chat. I tested these. The donations work, the follows work, the raids work. Well, I haven't tested raids yet, but donations and subscribers and follows work. So basically you can, if you are a streamer and you get a donation, you can have one of your AI respond to the message coming in. And so you can either say, you know, thanks to whoever donates it, or yeah, you can set a minimum, you can do TTS with it. So I think this will be pretty cool. And I know there's other tools that do a version of this, but not directly through the AI co-host kind of vibes here. So hopefully that'll be helpful. Where do I put this in the settings panel is a question I have to ask myself at least 12 times a day. It doesn't belong in the project. 100%, Travs. I totally empathize with that. And it's such a tricky question because I don't have a good answer, honestly. If it's going to add value and not confuse the user, have a better product experience, I think keep it. If not, then I think it could be better. Speech to text on iPhone is terrible. Oh, I know, dude. It is so bad. That's why ChatGPT is my go-to like speech to text option now. Even if I don't like, you know, if I'm using it for something else, I just literally will use ChatGPT and like have that, you know, you do the speech to text and then copy what I've spoken and then I'll use that for kind of the poor man's version. I have an expansion icon for my properties panel to make it bigger. I know. Same, brother. Same. That is painful. Okay, so ChatGPT or Claude is cooking this up. Complete understanding the audio architecture. Let me create a comprehensive implementation plan and start building the audio ducking system. Let's go. Okay, this is what I expected. We didn't have our table set up for this, so this is good. And then after it creates this, we'll say use db push to push this to Supabase. ChatGPT gets a little shy about this sometimes, or doesn't remember that it has the ability to do that. So hopefully with a little reminder, it'll be able to do that. Otherwise, we can just add it directly to Supabase, but it's better to do it, or it's better to push them all, because that way it's kind of, if you make changes to your Supabase schema or something, then it will understand where to change or add them. Okay, but in the meantime, let's test our RTMP. So this is the one I'm a little bit worried about. It was working many times. I tested it about 8 different ways with different latency. I even, there's a way to throttle your connection, and I did some tests with kind of like middle tier, and it seemed to be working pretty well. So definitely, if it's like the old Facebook thing where one day a week you had to use your product on like 3G, and just like to understand the user experience of what that would be if you did it that way. So definitely recommend trying it on a bunch of different user experiences, so then you'll know if your users are having a good experience or not. Push these using db push. So now it's going to push these to Supabase. And the reason I like to do this is the same reason I tell Grok to do my builds. It's just that if I do the, it's easy to just go open a new tab, npm run build, right? But then if I'm just copying that into Grok anyway to say, hey, fix these, it doesn't help anything. So I just, tell it to run it. If it runs into bugs, it'll fix it, and then it'll just get there automatically. db push ran successfully and applied the new migration. Rerun the kick OAuth flow and verify credentials are saved. If you want, I can update the manual migration naming or remove them so it won't be skipped. I don't know. Let me check. Don't nobody else make me feel like. Don't nobody else make me feel like. Don't nobody else make me feel like. Hey, let's go, chat. Okay, credentials saved, but the webhooks may not be active. Try resetting the authorization. Okay. Let's go back here and check if we have any new bugs. This reminds me so much of like Daft Punk. I love it. Okay, not seeing any warnings, bugs. Although these were from a while ago. Okay. It's weird that we don't get any logs for that. Oh, maybe we did. I'm not sure why we're getting this 307 on this either. I think 307 is a temporary. Yeah, temporary direct. Okay. Well, let's ask our buddy ChatGPT. Was able to save to the database, but seeing this issue. ChatGPT is a chronic overthinker. The reasoning models are horrible for tool calling at the moment. That's why I stay away from ChatGPT. Dude, real. That is a 100% true statement. Yeah, it's funny too, because sometimes if I'm in extra high here, can't see it. I'm in extra 420 mode, and if I change it to medium, I think it actually does a better job of tool calling. To your point, I think it is an overthinking thing, Travs. An advanced features drop down for advanced settings. Let's go. Let's go. But it's a great question. It's a great point. Definitely, it gets there, but you have to prompt it pretty hard to get it to do anything like that. Great at planning, but had action anxiety and short. Exactly. 100% agree. 100%. Yeah, that's rough. I agree. All right, so let's try this auto replies now. Push to talk. Hey, Grok, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
I just switched to RTMP. Can you hear me now? Okay. Switch to ChatGPT for some reason. That's weird. And back to Grok. Oh, Lord. Okay. Switch to ChatGPT. So I'm saying had Grok active. Went to the control page and it switched to ChatGPT until I refreshed. All right, let's give this one to Grok in the meantime. Hopefully that's a quick one. Ultra advanced settings for ultra advanced users, only $4.99 extra a month. 100%. Travis says, I'm bullish on Cloud Code and have been using on Oh My Open Code. It's verbose and adds overhead, but it's been working beautifully. Dude, Cloud Code is the GOAT, hands down. It is by far the best coding, tool use, planning. Like it's just does everything the best right now, hands down. Gemini got close. Gemini 3, I've been testing a little bit more this week. And it also does an amazing job, but I still think for the amount of kind of like prompt to action and prompts to like quality of code, Claude Code is definitely the winner. Totally agree. All right, so we have successfully implemented the audio ducking system in HostFabric. Here's what was created. Core audio ducking service, utility functions for dB linear conversions, RMS calculations, smoothing helpers, and configuration management with location persistence, with local storage persistence. Okay. We might want to save that to the database, but we'll see this for now. Main class chat. So Audio Ducker is the main service class that creates a web audio API graph for both user mic and AI TTS audio, uses analyzer nodes for real-time speech detection via RMS levels, applies gain node ducking with smooth attack or release, ramping, and no clicks or pops, implements hang time to prevent rapid gain changes, supports all requested modes, off, duck user while AI speaks, duck AI while user speaks, or both. Let's go, chat. React hook, cross component hook. So full settings panel with this. Okay. Feature behavior. Okay, so it's in the voice and listening settings. So we'll check that. Let's see how it looks. I have it in third. Really? Behind what too? That's interesting. So I'm going to have it check out our server logs here. One sec, chat. Okay, so it's working on that. Let's see what it looks like. Generally sometime 2025 would be great. Okay, cool. I have no idea why this is so slow. It's such a painful process. I mean, I guess I am streaming to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different services, so maybe that's part of it. But it just seems like it's codecs, or sorry, not codecs, cursor. That's the issue. It's such a painful process of late. I don't know why. I asked ChatGPT about it yesterday, and I did a bunch of like small things, like it doesn't look into like it doesn't do so like I added a lot of files to the exclude patterns, so known modules, Bower components, search, code search, like these are the defaults. Actually, I did add a bunch more. I'm not sure why they're not there. But basically the spots like the .next folder. So let's do ***. .next. Basically, you can do that for any of the dot files here. But I don't think that would be the issue. So it's just, for some reason, I think it's a, yeah, it's an Electron app. So Electron apps are fairly notoriously slow. But honestly, if it gets too slow, like I'm just gonna change from cursor to VS Code and then just get all the plugins going for it. VS Code is heavy as is, but the additions to cursor crushes my PC. Dude, same. I mean, I have a fucking 5090 in it, and like it's still chugging. Like it's not. It should not be this slow, and it's just annoying. So I feel your pain, brother. So let's go to voice and listening. I think that's where it said it was. And I did check to see if it was hardware enabled, and it does by default, but it just, for some reason, I think it's a threading thing, or just single threaded for some, and then it's just, I don't know, should be a lot better. Okay, let's go, here we go. Audio ducking. Automatically lower one channel when the other speaks. Duck user. I think we should do duck all. Oh my god, okay. Audio ducking works in the control panel, but not in the OBS browser source. Oh shit. Browser sources don't have microphone access. That's a good point. Huh. Okay, well, we'll try it. Okay, so now I have to go to our overlay, grab the localhost version. Although I should push this just because I was having some issues with localhost and it picking up the audio from it. So let me push this first, and then we'll see if we can't get it working correctly. Grok is working. The issue's not with Grok. Generating responses with Grok 4 fast, non-reasoning, generated 26 character response. The actual issue is the RTMP STT pipeline. RTMP streams connect successfully. FFmpeg launches to extract the audio. STT providers, Grok and OpenAPI, Grok with a Q, OpenAI Whisper are failing, both marked as unhealthy. 151 seconds of audio, 0 transcripts. The circuit breaker is marking STT providers as unhealthy because no audio data is actually reaching the Whisper API. The Grok API has a valid, I tested it, but something is wrong with the audio chunking or buffering. Okay, let's push these changes and test it. Do all of the above. Okay, so I'm going to commit these changes. Another thing that goes crazy slow is when you push to GitHub. The computer is not liking that. So we'll hopefully get that going. Let's check to see if it fixed the UX stuff here. I do like this one too, by the way, this UX on this model, because it is transparent in the background. So you can actually see the stuff behind it a little bit. It's kind of fun. Upgraded to 128 gig RAM. Nice. That's the way to do it. Let's go. 59 views, so badass on the website. Dude, yeah, I'll check it out. VS Code is fine with VS Code is fine with Cloud Code. Amazing, especially with Ghosty Terminal as GPU acceleration. Ooh. Actually, dude, that's a great idea. Does Ghosty work on Windows? I thought that was a Mac specific thing. Yeah. I mean, I could use WSL, and I probably should be, to be honest. But is that how you'd get it to work? 120 would cost you an armored leg. 64 is the minimum, in my opinion. Agree, dude. So true. FFmpeg seems unneeded, but I just never used it. I'm basing my suspicions on that. I've only used lightweight PCM accumulation in JavaScript. Okay. Honestly, let's ask it, Simon. Okay, so it's doing some log checking at the moment, but then I'll tell it to see if we need FFmpeg in that process. It's also saying that our RTMP session is valid. It says, found the issue, FFmpeg can't pull the RTMP stream. Let me try with escaped URL. Could be. Okay, do we deploy? Okay, we deployed. Hard refresh. Okay, so I'm going to disconnect this one. Make sure this modal is always centered on the screen for the user, no matter what. Yep. Sorry, disconnect. Yes, disconnect. Connect to quick. Connect with kick. Okay. Also seeing the above still. Explore the server logs. Saving. Yeah, it's strange. Chat's accurate. Why is FFmpeg needed for the audio instead of PCM acclamation? Thank you, dude. Okay. Also review. Why is FFmpeg needed for the audio instead of PCM accumulation? PCM accumulation refers to either phase change material. Nope. Audio. The term PCM accumulation audio refers to the concept of removed bit accumulation, differential pulse code modulation, DCM PCM, a method used in specific audio transmission technologies like satellite broadcast to improve sound quality and reduce quantization noise. It can refer to more generally the process of accumulating PCM samples in software buffers for processing or playback. Okay. Standard PCM, the analog signals converted to digital stream of samples, each representing the amplitude at a specific time. In a DC PCM system, a form of compression is used where only the difference between the current and previous sample is transmitted, using fewer bits for the difference between them than the full sample. Very cool. Okay, so the problem when bits are removed during this compression, the lost information can cause errors in signal restoration. The removed bit accumulation method solves this by accumulating those lost bits. This accumulated value is then used in the signal restoration process at the receiver side, ensuring that the original DC value is error-free and significantly reducing quantization noise. Very cool. Or just buffering sample. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so it says the core issue is that FFmpeg cannot pull from the RTMP stream. It creates, then immediately deletes the stream. Let me check the Nginx RTMP access. Okay, love this song, but I don't think it's very friendly to I was listening to this the other day, the Wave Race OST, so good. Actually, let's just do the playlist from SoundCloud for now. That way we can be chill on this. And Serena, by the way, Serena's a rock star, guys. Go follow Serena on X and everywhere else. Such a good dude. But he recommended another thing that you can use for copyright-free music to stream on. So I'll probably check that out next. But in the meantime, we'll use this and see if we can't get it going. Okay, so ChatGPT is cooking on, I noticed existing pages I didn't make in the working tree. That's interesting. That's new. Claude is working on those. Don't worry about it. All three. Okay, it's saying Nginx reload disconnected the publisher. Let me wait for reconnection. Sorry, chat. I know this is boring to look at, but okay, it's reconnecting. Let's go. Ghostly is Mac and Linux only. Okay. Alacrity might be a good option. I said that wrong. It's the second one. Basically the chunking that builds the final WAV file. Okay. Trav's made the switch to Omarchy. Ooh. Yeah, Omarchy's legit. That's the DHH one, right? An opinionated Arch Linux distro from Windows. After 24 years on Windows. Hey, 07. I'm never going back to Windows. Wow. I was hesitant to give this advice, says Simon. My experience with streams are limited, but Google does it in the AI studio and I'm going off that. Awesome. Yeah, no, that sounds great, dude. So part of your Serena's conflict space was great. Cool, man. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you. Yeah, he's He's really good at, I don't know, just asking really good questions and understanding kind of how to pull you out of your comfort zone a little bit, but in a good way. So really, really good dude. Highly recommend him as a follow, chat. This looks cool. Modern terminal emulator that comes with sensible defaults but allows for extensive configuration. Integrating with other apps rather than implementing their functionality, it manages to provide a flexible set of features with high performance. Okay. I will give that a go tomorrow. I promise. New year, new CLI. Let's go. Or terminal. Whatever. I like that it's open source too. Thanks, dude. Okay, so Simon, this is what it's saying. Okay. The problem. Grok is not the issue. Grok is working fine when your prompt reaches it. Actual issue. FFmpeg cannot pull the RTMP streams. On the VPS, or FFmpeg on the VPS cannot successfully pull audio from the Nginx RTMP. And it deletes it, which is weird. This happens when even simple stream names, not the colon in the stream key. Why is this happening? FFmpeg's internal RTMP implementation, not librtmp, has a compatibility issue with Nginx. Okay. Historical Nginx logs show that some play sessions work for 2 to 3 minutes with 100 plus megabytes data transferred. Holy shit. Suggesting it used to work intermittently. The publisher, Streamlabs from that IP, was actively streaming, but FFmpeg couldn't subscribe. Chain of failures. So we have the active stream, and then we do the FFmpeg poll, which fails, which gives no audio, which no STT, no transcript. Why FFmpeg is needed? It handles the RTMP protocol, pulls the stream from Nginx RTMP, uses AAC decoding at 48 kilohertz, and it resamples it, converts it to PCM 16 kilohertz mono for whisper. So it says use HLS instead of RTMP pool. Nginx RTMP can transcode to HLS, which FFmpeg handles better. Uninstall librtmp, use RTMP with librtmp library instead of FFmpeg's internal RTMP. Push-based architecture, have Nginx RTMP push to a listening FFmpeg process or downgrade FFmpeg. What do you guys think? I've used HLS in the past, and it is fine. That might be the option, actually. I haven't used librtmp, but honestly, if FFmpeg is going to give us these issues, I think let's do that 1 and 2. Let's do 1 and 2. YOLO. And ChatGPT is trucking on this over here. When it went to the control page, the overlay co-host switched to ChatGPT until I refreshed. Critical fix. Sync local storage agents to database to unload to ensure overlay consistently. This prevents the overlay from showing stable database data when the user navigates to the control page. Thank you, Grok. Yes, do that. Okay, let's go. In the meantime, one other thing, what did I... this loads twice and not in the middle. Page. And it is not centered. Okay. Let me try it from Kick.
Right, guys, what do you think? Just getting another set.
Okay. I just realized ChatGPT is covering. That's awesome. I didn't know what this stuff is. I'll check my code to see exactly what they're using. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you. And Trav's Omarky looks legit. Not gonna lie. I watched the Primogen stream, like when they built the towers of, was it Gamoria or something? The towers of Gamora? Gamara. Primogen. Mordoria. Okay. So this is where they did the like hackathon situation in the water tower. So chat, these guys are all developers. They have a really cool podcast. And basically they do a week-long hackathon, right? Where they do this tower defense game. And the OS that they use on all their computers is Omarky, that Travis was talking about.
I feel like I'm insane at this point, so I have no clue what's happening. It's fine though. I have a burrito.
Dude's
We're
hilarious.
gonna survive. Yeah, we're doing good. 8 hours. Good 8 hours. So I think we're good. If we just make the game fun next hour, fix bugs the hour after that. Are you eating a burrito from both sides?
Dude, double side burrito.
Dude, how fun would this be? Simon, Travs, we get rent out a water tower in LA and then just have everyone come through, develop something fun. I think that would be so fun. We could do just like vibe coding, everybody crushing it. I think it would be a lot of fun. But anyway, this is I highly recommend this too, by the way. This is their art guy. This is Ozzy, dude. Really good. Literal Pixel King. So yeah, he does pixel art, by the way. So he did all the art for the game. Really impressive stuff. But yeah, they came out with the game. I don't think they ended up pushing it right at the end of it. Like they ran into some issues like everyone else does, but I think it's now at a V1, so go check it out. But I think that would just be so fun. Just have like a hackathon style, you know, you stream the whole thing and you just have a project you work on and run with it. I think it'd be such a fun time. Let's go here and see where we're at. So ChatGPT says, centered both the Kick celebration, disconnected modals by aligning their overlays to the viewport center. Good. And removing the mobile top padding that was pushing them down. Okay, great. For the MondAI on Kick user, integration credentials has active Kick credentials, but no webhook subscription IDs. Oh, so the UI correctly shows credentials saved, webhooks may not be active. Listing Kick event subscriptions with a stored access token returns 0 subscriptions. Next steps. Deploy the latest app changes, the subscription handling fixes in the code. Production won't use it until deployed. Okay. I'm going to say deploy to the VPS. I'll deploy to Vercel. Okay, we have installed librtmp. Let's go. librtmp dev and rtmp dump installed. Configured nginx rtmp for HLS output. Cool. Change the config to use HLS. Okay, so here's how it works now. Publisher, Streamlabs, sends it to nginx rtmp, and then the HLS segment, which are the TS files, sends it to the audio ingest. FFmpeg reads the HLS, sends it to Whisper, and then sends it to any other of the AI. Restart your stream from Streamlabs. Damn it. Run the test script. That sucks. Well, okay. We'll test that at the end, chat. Can you test it without me stopping the stream? Can you reconnect the session? Maybe. But in the meantime, let's check to see if our gating stuff works. So we're going to go to voice and listening. We're in duck user mode. Lower the mic when the AI speaks. Why are you ChatGPT? Okay. Hey Grok, can you hear this okay?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Cool,
What's
because
on
I'm
your mind?
talking over you right now. Oh, great. Give me a medium length story. Hackathon, dude. How fun would that be? If I become something other than a poor student, I'm so down. Hell yeah, Simon. Let's go. Let's do it, dude. We'll get some sponsors to sponsor everyone getting out there, and we'll do a hackathon. That'd be so chill. Travs, you in? It's a pain for like 2 days, and once I got used to it, my productivity went through the roof. Plus, I had a Windows VM. That's a great point. That's probably the best way to do it for sure. Grok, what are you doing?
In the shadowed alleys of a rain-slick city, where neon lights bled into puddles like open wounds, lived a thief named Jax. He wasn't your typical crook. No flashy
Sounds
heists
cool.
or diamond
I
collars.
like this.
Jax stole whispers, secrets that could topple empires or shatter hearts. His
Is my
tools, a
voice
silver
quieter
earpiece
than
that
Grok's
hacked
right now,
into the
guys?
city's underbelly of surveillance feeds.
And also,
and
hell
their
yeah,
minds
Travs.
sharpened by betrayals.
Let's do it.
One stormy night, Jax targeted the
Next
penthouse
year,
of Elena
2026.
Voss, the iron-fisted CEO of Vostech. Rumors swirled that she held a digital vault of blackmail files on every power player in the metropolis. Jax scaled the skyscraper like a spider on silk, slipping
It's
past
not
laser
quieter.
grids and dozing guards.
Shit.
Heart pounding, he
Okay,
breached
thank
her
you.
office, the air thick with the scent of leather and ozone. But Elena was waiting, not with alarms or security, with a smile that cut deeper than any blade. "You've been listening to my ghosts, Jax."
I'm gonna go
she
to
said,
auto.
her voice a velvet trap. She knew his past, the sister he'd lost to a corporate cover-up, the vendetta that fueled him.
Honestly, it's
The
a
vault
banger
wasn't
story.
files. It was a mirror inside. Recordings of Jax's own
Kind of has
failures, twisted into weapons against him. He lunged for the console, fingers flying over keys, but Elena's hand clamped his wrist like a vice. "Steal from me and you steal
What's
from
that game?
yourself," she hissed. In that charged standoff,
Whoa.
Jax saw the truth.
No way.
Revenge was just another cage.
It's still not.
He shattered the drive instead, sparks flying like defiant fireworks. As sirens wailed below, Jax vanished into the storm, lighter but scarred. The city kept its secrets, but for the first time, so did he.
Wow. Good job, Grok. That was impressive. But it didn't lower my voice when Grok was talking. I was wondering about that. What game am I thinking of? Cyberpunk. 2077. Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah. Kind of gives me like that storyline vibes. This is one of those games I've never played, chat, but I have watched probably 50 hours of YouTube videos about it. Just kind of like, I actually watch people play it as like a story. And I do this for a lot of games because in some ways games are actually better storytellers now than like movies. And so like if there's an interesting game with interesting IP, like I usually like the streams that like they don't talk and it's just kind of playing the game. So it's like basically you have a 30-hour long movie, right, of the content of the game, and like it's usually better with like RPGs or like ones that have kind of engaging content. But and this is the future of media. Like everything is going to be this in the future. You love to see it. It didn't lower. Okay, thanks, Travis. Appreciate you. Okay. Wonder if it's something. Audio levels required. Hey, what do you think is going to happen with AI in 2026? Give me your top 3 projections. Okay, so let's see if it even has updates down here. Or if it shows the audio levels. It doesn't show mine currently, which is not a good sign. Not hearing my or the AI voices, lowering audio, and these only show idle even though I'm talking.
###. Top 3 AI projections for 2026.
I'm fired up about AI's trajectory. It's charging ahead like a freight train, and by 2026, we'll see some game-changing shifts. Here's my top 3 projections, based on current trends in compute power, data scaling, and real-world adoption. 1. Widespread agentic AI in everyday work times *. AI agents that don't just chat but autonomously handle complex tasks, like booking your entire vacation or debugging code, will become standard in offices and homes. Expect 50% of knowledge workers using them daily, slashing routine drudgery, but sparking debates on job displacement, driven by advancements like OpenAI's On-One models scaling to multi-step reasoning. 2. Multimodal AI dominating creative industries times *. Tools blending text, image, video, and audio will explode, letting anyone generate Hollywood-level content from a prompt. By 2026, I could produce 30% of streaming media, fueling a creator boom but challenging copyrights and authenticity. Look at Sora and Grok's image gen. It's just the start. 3. Every way. Ethical AI regulations go global times *. With AI risks like deepfakes and bias in the spotlight, we'll see binding international laws, similar to the EU AI Act but worldwide. This could slow rogue developments but accelerate safe innovation, with 80% of major companies complying. Momentum from current US and EU policies points to enforcement by mid-decade. These are bold bets, but they're grounded in exponential progress.
Bold bets.
What aspect of AI's future
I'm
excites
talking
or
over
worries
you
most?
to see if this is helping. Probably not. I think the agentic stuff is going to be the most powerful piece of this. Where do you see agentic work going in 2026? may need to manually restart your stream. The RTMP connection was dropped when Nginx was reloaded and Streamlabs won't reconnect. Okay. Alternatively, if you want to test without your main stream, you could just test a stream from your local machine. Okay. Do this, please. Okay, so it says it's
By 2026, I see agentic AI exploding into everyday orchestration. Think
So
autonomous
strange.
systems that
Why
don't
does
just
it-
respond, but proactively manage complex workflows across industries. In tech, we'll have multi-agent swarms handling R&D pipelines, like in drug discovery, where agents simulate trials and iterate designs in real time, slashing timelines by 50%. Business-wise, expect personalized enterprise agents negotiating contracts or optimizing supply chains with predictive autonomy, potentially boosting efficiency 3x over today's tools. On the wild side, consumer agents could become digital twins, anticipating your needs, booking travel, resolving disputes, even mediating social conflicts via integrated VR. But watch the risks. Ethical guardrails will be battlegrounds, with regulations lagging behind, leading to a surge in agent sovereignty debates. Powerhouse players like OpenAI or xAI will dominate, but open source agents might democratize it, sparking a creator economy boom. What aspect of agentic evolution fires you up most, tech integration or the societal shakeup?
Definitely the societal shakeup. Give me your best and worst scenarios of that in 2026. I tried running the VPS deploy script but stopped because VPS SSH host isn't set.
###. Best scenario for 2026. Global AI integration accelerates breakthroughs in healthcare and
I
climate
don't
tech.
get this,
Fusion
chat.
energy becomes viable. Slashing emissions and powering sustainable
if I
medicine.
have
Economies boom with
Streamlabs
universal basic
open,
income from AI
or like
productivity gains. Reducing
in
inequality.
focus,
Think collaborative
then
human
it
AI society.
sounds
where
great.
creativity thrives.
But if I
And
don't,
space tourism becomes routine for the middle
like if
class.
I have it
Geopolitical tensions
hidden,
ease as AI diplomacy tools foster peace.
it gives us that.
Worst scenario for 2026.
So weird.
AI-driven cyber wars escalate, with rogue algorithms crippling power grids and financial systems, leading to widespread blackouts and economic collapse.
Ayo, chat.
Deepfakes fuel mass misinformation, sparking civil unrest and authoritarian crackdowns. Job automation hits 50% of the workforce without adequate retraining, widening wealth gaps into societal fractures.
Wow.
Picture food shortages, refugee crises, and unchecked surveillance states dominating daily life.
Okay, not great. Excuse me. Sorry, chat. I think that lack of sleep is finally catching up. Crazy. Okay. Well, I mean, that's a pretty scary bear case. Give us the bull case now. What are we going to do to enhance society with agentic workers? Okay. It's cooking. It's cooking. That's cooking over there. Yeah, it's funny into Trav's, your earlier point, like it's so shy about using tools. Okay, VPS deployed done with the SSH key, uploaded kickbot and server to OPT, STT bridge, restarted the STT bridge and confirmed the health check okay. Kick web hook endpoint shows in the logs. Okay, let's go. All right, let's test it again. Hmm.
Is it okay if I call you my pride, babe? I ain't no player, I just got a lot of faith. But let me tell you, is it okay if I call you my pride, babe?
Reconnected, but still seeing only credentials saved. And when I click reconnect kick, it gives me the same message. Review the server logs. And it could be, so Claude is currently restarting the server as well. So it could be something over there. Success, the HLS pipeline is working. The test audio 1 kilohertz sine wave is being transcribed as subtitles by the amara.org community. All right. Whispers hallucinations for pure tones, normal behavior. With real speech, it will transcribe actual words. Let's go. Conversation compacted. Okay. All right. I still have to restart the stream for that to pick up, but I like what it was saying, chat. It's a good sign.
Is it okay if I call you my pride, babe? I ain't no player, I just got a lot of faith. But let me tell you, is it okay if I call you my pride, babe? I ain't no player, I just got a lot of faith. But let me tell you.
I'm doing well, thanks. How about you? What's on your mind today?
I'm doing great, fired up and ready to dive in. How about you?
Okay, so it's actually pretty quick directly from Twitch, which is encouraging. Let's try the YouTube. I think the YouTube is going to be broken, chat, but we got to test. Google still hasn't verified it. App is requesting access until a developer verifies this app. I have verified it 3 times. All right, I'm going to do a support ticket with Google. Like, that's crazy. I've literally verified it 3 different times, chat. No dice. Getting hungry. Okay. Let's see where we're at with... Okay, ready for your stream. When you restart Streamlabs, push to the RTMP server. Nginx RTMP will generate the HLS segments automatically. Audio ingest will read HLS, transcribe it via Grok, and then forward it to the webhook, and then Grok responds. The FFmpeg 7 plus Nginx RTMP incompatibility is now bypassed by the HLS intermediary. Your stream should now work without the RTMP pull errors we saw before. Let's go. Okay, also auto start on stream attach. The main issue was that when the user enabled the microphone and browser mic panel, it called attach user stream directly on the audio ducker. But if the ducker wasn't already started, the analysis loop wouldn't be running. Now attach user stream and attach AI element will automatically start the Docker if it's not already running. That's such a 2025 sentence. It's amazing. Changes made to lib audio Docker. Audio start or auto start for everything. And then we have some debug logging as well. Open the control panel, listening page, enable audio ducking, click show debug button, and then enable the microphone, open browser dev tools to see the debug logs. Let's go. Restart the server. Localhost. All right. Let me pull this up here. Cool. All right, so I'm going to push this build to Vercel. We already pushed it to the VPS. Okay. I'm getting some errors on our NPM server. All right, let's check it out. So we're up to 100% success rate on Grok Whisper now, so that's good. You love to see it. As soon as this pushes, it'll load up here. Okay, it's tracking it. Cool. So once this deploys, then we'll check. Well, I guess this is localhost, so we can check here. And ChatGPT made another change that we have to deploy. You love to see it. All right, actually, I'm going to close the localhost. It just takes too long. We'll get this going in a sec here. I've been using the Claude Code version here on the desktop. It's really nice, chat. What's cool about it is you can download the Claude app on your phone. Like once you get all your environment variables set up, and like once you have your like Claude environment match your like Vercel environment, it can do like just based on the mobile app, you can say, hey, do an audit for all the UX buttons, right? Like make sure they're standardized across the website. You can set it and forget it, leave it on overnight, and it's done a really good job with that. So highly recommend. It's rebuilding the other one, but I think this one is still had our updates in it. Okay, we're good to go here. Let's bring them all back. Also, these are now WebP instead of PNGs, which make these about, I don't know, 10x lighter. So should be a little better on that side as well. I'm gonna send you something. Feel free to ignore it. All right, cool. Yeah, let me know where you're sending it, Simon. Okay, voice configuration, no. Voice and listening, I gotta change the name of these, it's too complicated. Okay, test, can you hear this okay? Hey, can you guys hear this okay? This is me testing, and I'm trying to see my audio levels.
Yeah, crystal clear on my end. What's up?
Cool. Stomach's rumbling. There's still some bug here. Grok, Claude, Gemini. Close. Reset. Copy. Okay. Hey, can you guys hear this okay?
Yeah, loud and clear. What's up?
Still idle. And this could just be for the RTMP too. I guess I haven't checked that yet. Okay, we'll get that checked. Test. Test. Okay, so it says, let me check what the debug display shows. Can you click show debug? Sent it. In the meantime, I suspect the issue is with using frequency data instead of the time domain data for level detection. Let me fix the analysis to use the domain data, which is more accurate for speech detection. Cool. I also wonder if it is this setting here where you can basically see I'm saying disables Windows audio ducking. We'll have to play with this when it's on and off and back and forth on that. Simon goes, once again, I'm not sure if this is the right thing that sent you on Discord. Oh, okay. Check out Discord. Current setup, the original diagram. Streamlabs publishes. Okay, so Simon says, Streamlab publishes the live stream RTMP to your VPS. Once on the VPS, Nginx RTMP receives the RTMP and repackages it as HLS. Simon, are you comfortable with me showing this on stream? I don't want to dox your Discord if you don't, but let me know. But in the meantime, he said, on the VPS, FFmpeg pulls the HLS stream and extracts and normalizes the audio. Example, the 16 kilohertz mono PCM. That audio is fed into Whisper STT produced transcript text. Your server sends the transcript to any provider and gets back the response, text and possibly voice depending on the API. FFmpeg is the conversion bridge from HLS to TS PCM for clean audio. Yep. Basically, there's a small chance that it may light you in the dark places when all the lights go out. Love that. Serena, welcome, brother. I was just talking about you, hyping you up, bro. Saying you're one of the best hosts out there. So hope you're having an amazing day and Happy New Year. It's probably already New Year's there. Happy New Year, brother. So Simon, love this. New option. Web app, Streamlabs, plus Streamlabs, still the broadcast backend. A web application captures the microphone. The web app streams the mic directly to the VPS using real-time audio frames. The VPS runs the whispered STT on that mic feed in transcript text. Didn't hide it. Remember, I said ignore it. I don't hide it. Okay. You're good, dude. Where FFmpeg fits new. Ideally nowhere in the core loop. You skip the RTMP and HLS and skip FFmpeg extraction because you send the mic audio directly instead of extracting it from the broadcast stream. Ah, okay. One line difference. Extract audio from the live broadcast using HLS plus FFmpeg, then transcribe. New is send the mic audio directly from the web app to STT, skipping HLS and FFmpeg. I love it. I'm going to copy it, let it run, see what we get. Hey, thanks, Serena. Appreciate you. What up? What's up? I want that commercial to come back in 2026. Is that a Budweiser commercial? Yeah, Budweiser needs some good PR. They definitely would get it if they use that coming back. What do you think about the above that a friend sent to simplify the audio process? Simplify the process. Okay. We'll see what Claude comes with, because I agree, like if we could take that step out of the process, that would be amazing. And I don't know why, to your point, we don't just send it directly in as such. Let's go. Team emoji. I love it. Hell yes. Let's check our Kick integration again. I can't believe it still can't figure out how to do the UX on that. Allow access. Make a checkpoint. I have a checkpoint. It's called my main. So anything that's pushed after this, call it good. And also I do have I think hourly backups now on Supabase, so if we fuck up anything there, I think we'll be okay as well. Same thing with chat or with Kick here. Do we add any logs to this? Okay. Interesting. All right. So definitely starving, as you're probably hearing my stomach go crazy. So ask your LLM first too, please. Yeah, I did. I said, what do you think about the above? Okay, Simon, you got a shout out from Claude. Check it out. Okay, your friend's analysis is spot on. Here's my take. Current architecture, RTMP to HLS to FFmpeg to Streamlabs, RTMP, Nginx, HLS, FFmpeg, Whisper, LLM. Gross. Proposed architecture, direct browser mic, WebSocket, VPS, Whisper, LLM, WebSocket browser. Holy shit. It's like a 10x improvement, Simon. Nice work. The friend is right. The browser mic approach is cleaner for your use case. Factor the latency, browser mic path. One caveat. The RTMP path captures exactly what the viewers hear. Post mixer, post effects. The browser mic path captures raw mic input. If the streamer uses audio processing in Streamlabs for noise gate or compression, there could be slight differences. I think most people control that outside of Streamlabs, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. The ever up-to-date prod dev, exactly. Exactly. Prod dev is my favorite. Break time food thing. Awesome. Hey, Simon, thank you so much. I'm literally going to write this in right now. And we're going to hopefully take out between 2 to 4 seconds from that process. So truly, thank you, Simon. That's a huge, huge upgrade. And then I also need to log off because I got to test the RTMP again, and I need to restart the stream to do that. So I think I'm going to call it here today, chat. Chat, thank you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. We're almost at a V1, and took about a month longer than I was expecting, but I think this is it's been a fun process, and thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate everyone here. Simon, you're a rock star. Serena, Travs, thank you guys for hanging out in the chat, and everyone else, thank you for hanging out today. Happy New Year.